right, good morning, South Texas. I hope your day is going well today. It is a very warm start to our work week here across the region, and that's just going to continue here as we make our way really throughout this next week. These hot conditions are going to be sticking around, so get ready. It is summertime here in South Texas, and it's just going to be sticking around being hot probably for these next few months. But, of course, we could use a little bit more rain. I know a lot of people are saying, but it rained so much these past few weeks. Do we really need it? Well, some spots here in South Texas do need it. We're going to talk a little bit about our rain chances today, too, as well as the next few days, where that rain could occur and how much we could see. Don't worry, it's not going to be too much because I know a lot of people are saying, please, not any more rain. Not too much rain in the forecast. We're also going to dip into that Fiesta forecast here coming up in just a moment. So first off, let's take a look at what we have out there. Mold's coming in at a light level as well as pigweed. Looking across our region, a lot of blue sky just to start off with. It's already 88 degrees in northwest San Antonio. You see all that blue sky with just a few clouds popping up out there. Similar conditions out at the San Antonio airport, lots of blue sky, and then you see it out towards Calaveras Lake where temperatures are really starting to soar there at 89 degrees. Looking at the radar, no rain out there really just yet, but we are going to have the chance for it again later on this afternoon. I think it's going to be late in the afternoon where we could see a few showers popping up. I see you saying good morning. A lot of people saying good morning. Good morning to all of you. I hope you're doing well today, and we need more rain. Yeah. We could use a little bit more shower activity out there. And there's some shower activity happening right now closer on to our friends in San Angelo, stretching over towards Midland. They're seeing a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity right along the I-20 corridor, kind of just west, I think that's going to be, of Abilene. It may be actually right over the Abilene. Let me take a closer look. Yeah, it's kind of just on the heavier rain is rather just west of Abilene, but they're still seeing a little bit of shower activity themselves. And that is mainly going to miss us, but we are going to have the chance for a little bit of shower activity ourselves this afternoon. Jenny's saying Mustang Island State Park is beautiful today. Jenny, I am so jealous of you. I love Mustang Island State Park. I know exactly what you're talking about. That is just such a beautiful coastline right there near Corpus. If you've never been to Mustang Island State Park, y'all, I strongly suggest going out there and checking it out. Beautiful camping area, and it may be hot for camping right now, but you know, sometimes you can have a great experience though camping in the summer times down there on the coastline. I did a lot of coastal camping on the summertime myself whenever I lived back in Mississippi. Anita says, let it rain. Yeah, some of us still do need rain. Rachie says, my yard just got dry. So some of us are saying, wait, I just dried up. Can we please hold off? Again, though, some of us still do need rain. So 88 right now. It may be nice to have a shower in San Antonio just because it is so hot out there. Of course, it's very humid, so it feels hotter than what it actually is. Dew point right now at 73 degrees, making it feel tropical, a very soupy air mass outside. That's going to be sticking around for this next week, which means it's going to continue to be hotter, feel hotter rather, than what it actually is outside. 96 degrees is what it feels like in San Antonio. Look at New Braunfels. Currently feeling like 100 degrees, feels like 102, just updated on your screen there in Floresville. Feeling like 92 in Eagle Pass and 89 in Del Rio. Now as we head into this afternoon, remember about a slight chance for rain, just about a 20% chance. Most of us won't see a single drop of rain today, but you will have that chance. Looking up towards Hallettsville, Lavaca County there, a little bit of shower activity by about 6 p.m. Continuing through the timeline, and you see it kind of brushes across, and then we'll see a little bit of shower activity possible for the hill country by about 10 p.m. on Monday, rather today, moving into this evening. And we'll see the rain chances just diminish once we get closer on towards midnight. And by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, no rain out there, nice and dry, 70s across the board. Going to be about a partly cloudy sky to start off the day on Tuesday. We head into the afternoon, and temperatures will rise all the way up into the mid to upper 90s across the region. If I run this back just a little bit, you'll see that 95 for San Antonio. So I think it could even be a little bit hotter in some other spots. So very hot conditions, very humid, very much going to be just hot weather all week. 70s by the time you start off on Wednesday, and you bet by the time we head into the afternoon, we'll be back in the 90s again. So kind of around average to above average temperatures for a week ahead. But how about rainfall? How much can we expect? And the answer is pretty much less, half of an inch or less for everybody. The higher amounts, the half of an inch, Going to be closer on towards Gonzales, Cuero, stretching over to Victoria, Lavaca County near Hallettsville. That's going to be the higher amounts, but then everybody else is pretty much 1/4 of an inch or less. So pretty dry conditions there across the board compared to what we have seen these last couple of weeks. And it's going to continue, looks like, to stay dry here as we head throughout this next week. So I see the question, what's going on with that storm in the Gulf? Right now, not a named system. We're going to talk about the tropics in just a moment, I promise. But first of all, I want to get into why we're so dry and why we're so hot. Right now, we have a big ridge of high pressure stretching over the western part of the United States to central part. That's why we're so high and we're so hot, so dry and so hot rather right now. We're going to continue to stay like that because of this big high ridge over the western half of the United States just kind of lingering around. But you will notice this right here. This is the GFS, which is the American model basically, trying to show a little bit of a tropical system move in closer on towards Louisiana. We're going to talk about that in just a second. First of all, some dry conditions still along the Rio Grande. They could use some more rainfall. The Edwards Aquifer still doing fine. It has taken a bit of a dip in the last 24 hours, but still doing fine. And then, of course, we've been taking a look at the average rainfall by month. No big issues there. But, of course, everybody wants to know what is going on with that system out in the Gulf. First of all, Tropical Depression 2 just formed off the East Coast. It's not expected to be an impact to the United States. Will likely become Tropical Storm Bill and then shoot its way off towards the northeast at a pretty good pace. So no issues there. But there is something going on in the Gulf of Mexico. What is this? Right now we have a medium chance for tropical development in the Bay of Campeche right there west of the Yucatan Peninsula. Now this system, some models have it going straight into Mexico. Others have it forming into a tropical storm and moving up, or a tropical depression even, maybe even weaker than a tropical storm, and moving up towards Louisiana and Mississippi. It has a 60% chance of tropical development, and you see it is currently listed as Invest 92L. So it's just a tropical wave. It is not a named system just yet. It's moving currently south-southeast at 3 miles per hour and has 25-mile-per-hour winds. Then finally, we also have a system out here in the near Africa that has a 10 to 20% chance for development. So it is hurricane season. It is going to be stuff that we have to watch out for. But right now, no big threats to Texas. Now, this system that's located off the just west of the Yucatan, a lot of models have this going straight in to Mexico. Now, there are some models that aren't listed here, and I'm going to explain that in just a moment. But this is what the majority of the spaghetti models are showing right now. Straight into Mexico. Again, no issue for really the United States based off of what these models have to show. But if we take a look at the CLP5 model, which just takes into climate, it sends the system up here towards Louisiana. The GFS model, the American model we looked at just a second ago, actually sends this system right up through here. And then the European also sends the model kind of straight off towards the northern Gulf of Mexico. But a lot of the short-term models, short-range models, which may be handling this better, have it going into Mexico. So basically, it's still kind of iffy on where this system could go, but a majority of the models are calling for this system to actually go into Mexico and then just kind of weaken. But we'll have to watch this closely. That could change. If this does impact the northern Gulf of Mexico, it would not be until we make our way really into likely the end of the weekend into the end of the weekend. So we have a long time to watch this storm, and we'll, of course, continue to keep you updated on it every single day. But Jenny right now down towards Mustang Island, she doesn't have to worry about it just yet. And Jenny, I'm sure you are happy about that. So let's take a quick look at the hurricane names. The next names, of course, would be Bill. Bill will likely end up being the storm that's off the coast of North Carolina. And then Claudette would be our third named storm. Now, if that storm that is currently in the Bay of Campeche, right west of the Yucatan Peninsula, does form into a tropical storm, if it does, because it could end up forming into nothing. It could end up forming into just a tropical depression. Of course, we don't name tropical depressions. That's why that system off the coast of North Carolina is just called Tropical Depression 2 and not Tropical Depression Bill. The only way you ever see a tropical depression with a name is because it had become a storm and then weakened to a depression. So if it does form into a tropical storm, it would be Claudette, something we'll have to keep a close eye on. And then I want to talk about the dog walking forecast, switching gears back to what we have here in South Texas. We do have some hot conditions here for 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tonight, or this afternoon into tonight. So I have yellow pause on there because you want to use caution. Check the temperatures of the pavement before you walk out. Use the back of your hand. If the pavement is too hot for the back of your hand, it's too hot for those paws. So make sure you look out for your four-legged friends there and make sure everyone can stay safe. Of course, no issues though for overnight into early tomorrow morning if you want to head out and take a walk. Right now I'm featuring my dog there, Oliver. But, you know, I'd love to see y'all's dogs too. If you want to send them in to me, I'd love to feature them here on our dog walking forecast. My dog, Oliver, that's a photo of him out at Lost Maples State Natural Area. So here's the 7-day forecast. Flag Day, of course, is today. 20% chance for rain, pretty low rain chances, no big issues. Tuesday, similar conditions, and then a 10% chance for rain on Wednesday. Then we are dry. Thursday all the way through Sunday. Father's Day looking dry but hot, 96 degrees. Heat index values into the triple digits. That's pretty much the story for the next week. It is going to be hot and fairly dry. Remember, slight chances for rain the next couple of days, but really not any really good rain chances on the board. It's going to be drier, it's going to be hotter, and it's going to be very much a summer-like pattern here in South Texas as we start to move into the summer time frame. So here's a look at the rainfall outlook from day 8 through day 14. June is typically one of our wetter months. It is actually the wettest month of the year on average. And it's looking like we'll have about average amounts of rainfall to possibly above average for some areas from the day 8 through day 14 time frame. So it looks like beyond the 7-day forecast, we could see a little bit higher rain chances. And again, it would be nice to see that. From day 8 through day 14, the temperature outlook shows above average to around average. That would be lower to mid-90s to possibly upper 90s. It is going to be hot for the latter part of June. Just get ready for it, y'all. And then the Lone Star 3-day forecast. Temperatures in the 90s to triple digits each day all across the state. No good rain chances for anybody in the state except for Houston over the next 3 days. So you see Houston for Monday and Tuesday having more shower and thunderstorm activity than everybody else is pretty much on the drier side with a lot of sunshine and a lot of heat. That ridge of high pressure impacting us as well as areas off to our west. Portions of Utah, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico are going to be really at a high risk for wildfires the next few days due to how dry it will be and the amount of heat they are going to be under. We call those big areas of high pressure heat domes. That's pretty much what they're stuck under right now, and we're kind of on the edge of that. We're still going to get the heat, but not as hot as what they're going to be dealing with and not as dry. So here's your Texas State Park forecast for tomorrow. Going to have about a 20% chance for rain in the afternoon, but most of us will stay dry. Looking like great hiking weather if you don't mind the heat. Remember to overpack the amount of water you need. Remember, pack your water, overpack that, and then even take a little bit more than what you think you may need, just to make sure you keep yourself as safe as possible when you're out there hiking some of our beautiful Texas state parks. So guys, I'm going to pop back up the 7-day forecast. I hope you can have a wonderful Monday here across the region, Flag Day, of course. Temperatures, of course, going to be very hot if you're going to be outside. Heat index values of 104. Take plenty of breaks, drink plenty of water, and also make sure you find a place near the shade. Protect your skin from some of that sun. The UV index could be very high today. You want to make sure you're being as safe as possible. So have a wonderful Monday. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson will be on at noon today with the latest update to the forecast. Meteorologist Megan Massey will be on this evening for 4, 5, 6, and 10. Weather Chief Bill Taylor is off for today. And we'll, of course, continue to keep you updated on all of our digital platforms anytime between, on Facebook, YouTube, on Twitter, on our KENS 5 app. If you don't have that yet, be sure to download that from the App Store. We're, of course, live on this right now. Some of y'all are watching us on the KENS 5 app. We're currently live there as well as some of our other platforms, including KENS5.com. So remember, you can get all your news and weather through there whenever we're between shows, and we'll continue to keep you updated right here on KENS 5. Have a wonderful Monday.